we think, I thought, okay, so we live in this world here and it obeys physical laws and chemical laws and so on, about which I know nothing, but they are there and firm and established. And therefore to think in several impossible things simultaneously, or to have simultaneously different realities which are existing at the same time, is ridiculous, though gradually as one looks at quantum theory and so on, you see that there are different realities. But then when I interviewed modern cosmologists, particularly a man called Neil Turok, who I did 2 sets of interviews with, really interesting interviews. A leading Cambridge astronomer, worked with Martin Rees and so on.
And you interviewed Rees as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Anyway, Turok, who's the great disabled cosmologist, the wheelchair man, black hole man, I've forgotten his name. Anyway,
Hawking.
Hawking, yes. He worked with Hawking and he came up with an alternative theory to the Big Bang and Hawking's theories. And his 2 sets of interviews are fascinating because he basically is constantly developing new theories of the origins and nature of the universe. And in the early one, he developed this idea of what he called brain theory or membrane theory, which is that the Big Bang is caused by the fact that there is a parallel universe to ours, which is 1 centimeter to the minus 32 centimeters away from us. In other words, it's infinitesimally small way away from us. And it's there, and about every 16 billion years or so, it moves up a bit and hits us. And we have the Big Bang. So the Big Bang is only the latest of a set of Big Bangs. And all the time while I'm talking to you, there is another universe there, in which I'm talking to you, but the conversation's going in another way or whatever. Then, of course, he explained that other physicists had this idea that there's not just 4 dimensions, but there are up to 12 dimensions. And that some of them, for example, are whole worlds coiled up, invisible worlds coiled up, and we can't see them, and they're absolutely infinitesimal. And this barn here is filled with other worlds, some of them very like ours, some of them. So it's like a Borges infinite library. There's infinite worlds, infinite possibilities. In one of them, you are interviewing me, and another one, I'm interviewing you. In one of them, I'm sitting with these books, and another one, I'm sitting with other books. They just go on and on and on. You've got infinite worlds, and they coexist, and they're all real. Now, that's what he talked about in the first interview. And then in the second interview, he said, that was all nonsense, Alan. I've now got new theories. And so he explained a whole set of new, increasingly, I mean, not increasingly, but exactly as implausible and crazy and Alice in Wonderland worlds that physicists now are playing with.
Mm.
Now, if our cleverest physicists and thinkers can go around with all this in their minds and say that, we don't know anything and we don't know how our universe was made and that there may be many other parallel universes. And for example, Alan, it may be that, one of the many universes, there are lots of spirits and ancestor spirits. And occasionally they come and they touch, and Sarah sees them on the ceiling, in a Nepalese house. Who knows? So modern astrophysics is another very destabilizing present. Okay.